What's up, murder mofos? It's your boy James back again with another episode of the Murder Mofo Pod. Whoop, baby. We got a good one for y'all today. Today, we are going to be discussing someone truly grotesque, someone truly evil. But first, I just have to tell y'all about my Dunkin' run this morning. So my listeners know this, all you murder mofos know this. Every morning, I go to get my multigrain bagel, have to. Strawberry cream cheese, have to. Large iced coffee and hash browns. Well, today, you guys, I decided to be a little bad, and I got a strawberry frosted donut. The cashier, who I have every day, by the way, looks me up and down and says, going unhealthy today, huh? Then laughed at me. Can you believe that? Like, I know I just made a joke about eating unhealthy, but when it's done to you, it's just so different. People can just be so insensitive. It's crazy. Well, anywho, the lamestream media has yet to give this killer a cool moniker. So I figured yours truly would do that. Drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Taunton Throat Cutter. Dun dun dun. Now, let us start at the start. It was a dark and stormy night in Taunton, except it was daytime, and the skies were completely clear when a young hedge fund manager named Victor Turnpike was walking on an empty street, except it wasn't empty. There was another. A homeless man named Jeff. Jeff is the sole witness in this case. He saw Victor get pulled into the doorway of the building he walked past. He then heard a scream. Was it that scream he heard? Probably not, since that was a woman's scream. Although we don't know what Victor's scream sounded like, I imagine we can attempt to picture it. When I reached out to him for him to recreate it for us, I was told that wasn't possible. Because he was dead. Jeff saw a man in all black run out of the building and get into a 76 neon green gremlin and drive away. The throat slasher soon completely blended into traffic. He was lost in the crowd. But guess what, murder mofos? Guess what? Jeff went into the building, and what he saw will startle you. But first, having trouble getting hard? Well, fret no more, brother. There's a new supplement for you. Tiger Tablets. Tiger Tablets are a new erectile dysfunction pill that's not a pill, but a tablet. This quick-dissolving tablet is perfect for men who can't get hard and who can't swallow a pill. Although I definitely do not use these. I would if my manhood was weak, however. But like I said, I definitely do not have this problem. Do not take if pregnant or wanting to be pregnant. Do not take when operating heavy machinery. Do not take 1 hour before sunrise or 1 hour after sunset. And if an erection lasts for more than 4 hours, take a pic and show your friends. Tiger Tablets are a proud sponsor of the Murder Mofo podcast, and can be caught by calling 1-800-069-6969, giving them your credit card and social security. Stay hard, boys! When Jeff entered the building, he saw Victor dead, with his throat slit. And in his statement to the police, Jeff said, and I quote, "This some scary shit." Well, Jeff, truer words have never been spoken. But this brutal-ass murder was only the beginning. The beginning in a long line of throat slashing. The next week, 2 women of the evening were found dead by police officers. Except it wasn't the evening. It was the morning. So why were they out and about? Well, they weren't about, but they were out. And dead. I don't know their names because that's not the juicy part. The juicy part, however,
Juicy!
Is the murder scene. Both their throats were slashed. Does that sound familiar? Conspiracy. Also, a note was found sticking out of the gash on one of the women's necks. Ugh. The note read, "This is only the beginning." Well, yeah, I sure hope it was. If not, then we'd be seriously lacking for content right now. What else am I supposed to talk about here? Ted Bundy's been done to death. No pun intended. Alright, it was intended. You got me. The police took the letter to the lab and found DNA. Ooh, whose DNA was this? And what DNA was it? Well, this DNA was of the semen variety. The police were wondering, who was this mysterious jizzer, and why was he slashing the throats of people? Now, this is where we get extra juicy.
Juicy!
After 1 month of nothing, an entire family, albeit the patriarch, is murdered. On the night of October the 27th, in the year of our Lord, 1991, the Taunton throat slasher slashed his way through the screen door. The TTS marched his way on up the stairs. He then opened the door of the little boy. Creak! According to the testimony of his father, the little boy spoke to the killer briefly. However, he couldn't hear him enough to make out what he said, which is so annoying. Like, if I had a serial killer in my house, I would like to at least get something out of him. You know what I mean? Just get content from this guy. He's just walking content. Speaking of content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Murder Mofo Pod on youtube.com to see a YouTube exclusive episode where I use a Ouija board to try and talk to the victims of the case. I do some killer impressions of the victims, so please check it out. Support the pod. I can picture this little boy saying something like, "Who are you? Why are you in my room?" And the killer going, "Shut up, bitch." Ah! You guys know what I mean? So, like, you know. Well, after slashing the throat of that 7-year-old child, the throat slasher went into his sister's room next. And you'll never guess what happened there. He fucking slashed her throat. Yeah, he really did that. So now, right as we stand, that's 2 kids murdered. They picked a bad draw in life. But you don't have to. Using Better Pick the Winner Sports Bets, now available not only on Apple devices, but Android as well. That means your loser friends with the green text bubbles can win too. Don't end up like these kids and pick the winner. Please gamble responsibly. With the kids now slashed to death, the slasher went to the parents' room. One side of the bed lay the mom, the other the father. And guess what? Wifey got slashed. Right in the throat. But what about the husband?
What about the husband?
Turns out, the father is the boss of Victor, the hedge fund manager. What? Cray-cray! And this shizzle goes even deeper, my murder mofos. Stay with me now. Those prostitutes were hoes that the father had been seeing on the DL. So this was all targeted against the father? And I bet you're wondering, James, what the poop? You haven't told us his name yet. Well, his name will shock you. Tired of always having to go pee? Yeah. Well, there's a new medication for you. Ask your doctor if you should try No Mo Peeing, the only medication that solves frequent urination. Oh man, now I can't go. It's been 3 days and my bladder feels like it'll blow. Huh, well then, sounds like you need wee time. What's wee time? Sometimes No Mo Peeing works too well. Well, that's where wee time shows up. Whoa, it's like a fire hydrant. Ha ha, there you go. No Mo Peeing and wee time sold separately. His name was Jamie Foxx. Nope, not that one. This one had 1 X. Jamie Foxx is a 5'6" Caucasian male in his early 50s with balding hair and arthritis in one knee. You see, Jamie Foxx is the manager of a hedge fund where Victor worked, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, LLC. And these guys, well, let's just say they're into some shady shit, alright? Laundering, embezzlement, public urination, loitering with the intent to murder, the whole shebang. And at the center of all of this is our good buddy, Jamie Foxx. You see, one day, he decided to douche over the wrong person. Enter Daniel Trenton. Daniel was a troubled young man. Never had many friends, mommy issues, daddy issues, pretty much every other issue you can think of, this guy had. And I'm gonna guess that new ones are gonna be made once they talk to this guy, because he cray. But one day, he was going to visit his super religious mother in the nursing home, and he was told by the staff that the home would be shut down as the land had been bought by new investors. Court testimony showed that Daniel overheard nurses complaining about Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe hedge fund, and using Jamie's name. Now, the fact that he knew it was a different Jamie Foxx is pretty impressive, because I would have been like, why is the guy from Rio trying to take my mom's nursing home? You know what I'm saying? You guys get it. I know my murder mofos love the Rio movies. Shout out. Well, after this, the timeline gets a little funny here, but it appears as though Daniel immediately then went into the room and murdered his own mother to save her from the move. Talk about some Norman Bates shit right there. Remember that scene with the knife in the shower? Yeah, first time I saw that one, I couldn't shower for like a month. Stink city up in here, you guys. I was so scared. But then, Daniel was nowhere to be seen. And he wouldn't be found until he got fucking dumb. You guys know I'm always ready for any action, right? Come on, you guys know that. No murdering mofo, gonna murder me mofos. And that is exactly why I use tobacco. The only mouth-dissolving pouch that uses both nicotine and tobacco. I recommend sticking these little suckers in both the upper and lower decks at once to get the best feel. And I'm not addicted. I can stop. But I won't, since that's what they want, and we're never going to let them win. You'll know what I'm talking about. Be a man. Use tobacco.
My dog can be a real dick sometimes, always making a mess. That is until I got Hi Bud. Hi Bud is marijuana grown especially for dogs, and my buddy loves it. Right, Sparky? See? Too relaxed to bark. But don't just take me and my dumb dog's word for it.
Yeah, man, I love it. Sometimes I use it on me and not my dog.
Good for Fido and for me. Hi Bud.
Hi Bud is illegal in most states. Hi Bud is not safe for consumption for most canines. Do not take while pregnant and operating heavy machinery simultaneously. After murdering his mother, Daniel decided to start mailing letters to local newspapers on some Zodiac type shit. What a dumbass. He started sending these threatening ass letters just talking about some, I'll kill you, screw you, Jamie. Like, you're not that smart to be doing that shit, okay? You're not. But what was, really interesting about this whole thing is that he blamed Jamie for the murder of his mother, which gives you a peek into his twisted, disturbed mind. Since he was the one that killed her. Him. Just move her into another home, dude. Not hard, bozo. Stupid ass. All these letters have the same handwriting. He didn't do the whole, magazine cutout letter thing. Nope. Wrote it with his own handwriting. Remember when I said stupid ass a couple seconds ago? Woohoo! It's so dumb. The police immediately told Jamie about, the fact that all these were the same handwriting. And then, get this. You murder mofo is going to love this one. Daniel, in his infinite wisdom, decided to send a donation to the hedge fund in person. Apparently, he just wanted to look Jamie in the eye. All it did was just make him richer, so I don't really know. We don't know how that would have worked out. No, actually, we do know how it worked out. It got him caught, so it's extra dumb. Jamie recognized the handwriting, told the police. They had all his details, everything about him they had now. So the police decided to arrest him. And apparently in jail, he was the model inmate. Didn't talk back. I mean, he didn't talk at all, really. He just kind of stood there. The guards described him as quiet and scary. Astute observation, boys. My tax dollars hard at work on those great judgments. Even though he was this model thing, he wasn't exactly a model thing. Because he was uneventful until he was eventful. All Daniel thought about was Jamie and getting revenge. And we know this came true since he murdered his family, his co-worker, and his side pieces. Obsessive much? Embarrassing! He was let out early for good behavior, which in hindsight was a very stupid idea, since now he could take his revenge on Jamie. And as we all know, now Jamie's just in a mental hospital, a total shell of himself. So, very stupid decision from our Justice Department. But why did he leave Jamie alive? That's the question we're looking for in my quest for truth. So, I decided I was gonna hearken out of my little, humble, murder mofo podcasting studio and into the cold, dark world to interview people close to the case. And I was somewhat successful, I'd say. Dumb idiots didn't want to talk to me. They didn't know they had the number 6th ranked true crime podcast on Spotify, begging them for an interview. Begging. But I don't beg. I win. Let's take a listen. Alright guys, we're here in Taunton. I'm walking around. There she is. Right there. Linda Fox. Jamie's sister. And the aunt to the 2 Slash children. Miss Fox! Miss Fox, hello! Hello America, it's James with the Murder Mofo Pod. And gee, Linda, you walk fast.
Who the fuck are you?
Obviously not a fan.
Just please leave me alone.
Wait, Linda, come on. I haven't even asked you anything yet.
I don't trust that stupid grin on your face. I have to go.
Well, how does it feel to be the aunt, sister, and sister-in-law to the victims of New England's most badass serial killer?
You know what? Fuck you.
Ow! Ow! Stop!
Why are you talking to me?
Alright, I'm now here at the Elm Psychiatric Ward of the St. What's-His-Face's Hospital. I'm going to interview Jamie Fox, total ambush style. Michael Moore, eat your heart out.
Can I help you, sir?
No, just going to see Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fox isn't seeing any visitors right now.
Oh, no, I'm allowed to, it's okay.
I'm going to have to ask you to come with me, sir.
Jamie!
Come on!
Stop it! Ow, stop! Get off me! Stop! Alright, murder mofos. I'm outside. I just found where Jamie's window is, okay? Now I'm gonna interview him.
Who's there?
Oh, shit. Well, I guess this is one mystery the world will never know the answer to. But you know what they say. When life has no answers, make up some shit and spread it on the internet instead. The real reason why Jamie was left alive was because he has ties to the Illuminati. You see, I did my own research and found that this hedge fund was connected to the White House through PAC money. Now, I know you're wondering, why did Daniel spare him? Who gives a poop about politics? Well, that's just it. If Daniel left him alive, then the lizard men of the Illuminati would be after him. And it is very hard to slash the throat of a lizard man. Trust me. I know that because we filmed a YouTube exclusive where I slit the throats of lizards and other assorted reptiles to test their strength. And, YouTube would not allow that on their site. But don't worry, it'll be posted to Rumble and Kick before you know it. And where is Daniel now, you might ask? Well, my murder mofo's brilliant question. After killing the family, he vanished. His real location is unknown. That's why there's such tight security around Jamie. Also because he's a lizard man. On the next couple episodes, I explore possible locations that Daniel may be in. Is he a herder across the border in Mexico? A dock worker in Newfoundland? Or a Chippendales dancer in Las Vegas? All my money points to the latter. My investigation proved very thrilling. All you ladies out there will love it. It includes the audio of a real Chippendale show. Don't sue me, please. Oh, no. Thank you to all my subscribers and the supporters of this show. Love y'all, mofos. You sick and twisted individuals are why I do this. It's all because of you guys. So please, donate anything helps, but the big ones are better, you know? So please do that. And to all my murder mofos, this has been the Murder Mofo Pod.